Anyway, I saw a tweet from somebody who saw a poster posted. That's what you do with posters in Cabbagetown, I think. In any case, it's a poster somebody had taped to a telephone pole bemoaning a theft of property. Please help, it says, above the picture of a red brick building with a door suspended about 5 feet above the ground with no way to get there. Please help. Someone stole the porch off the front of my house on Gerrard. If you saw people carrying a porch, call. We need it. And then a number, local to Toronto. So we called to find out what the story was behind this poster, and we got a hold of a man named John Tard. John, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me about what happened here.
Well, it was Tuesday night. Obviously, it was stolen Tuesday night, and Wednesday morning I noticed because I was on my way out the door to work, and I went to turn around to lock the door, and I fell backwards and landed on the ground and ripped my brand new jacket, both the elbows out of my jacket. And I looked up and I didn't know what the hell was going on. And I realized that our porch was gone.
Your porch was gone? You stepped out and you didn't realize the porch was gone before you stepped out of the house?
No, I was going backwards because I have 2 cats and I didn't want them to get out. So I'm always watching for them. So I was backing out the door and then I fell like 5 feet to the ground.
Were you hurt?
No, not too bad, but I was just more in shock than anything. It was unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. It's great.
You don't appreciate, or even if you're having a porch, you never think you're going to wake up and your porch is gone.
What kind of porch was it? I mean, was this a wooden thing or?
Wood porch, but it was also, there were 3 concrete steps and that was gone too.
How do you take that?
I don't know. Well, the concrete steps weren't that heavy, but the porch is hundreds and hundreds of pounds. And now we got nowhere to tie our bike. My girlfriend, Natasha, she always goes out there with the cats on a leash and stuff. And me and my buddies hang out. We drink beers there. Cousin Scott, Kenny, we're there all the time drinking beers on the porch. And now we got nowhere to hang out because now it's gone.
That's crazy. Have you had any leads responding to your posters?
Well, that's the crazy part. So my phone has not, because it went viral, it has not stopped ringing. So it's ringing all day. Last night it stopped at 4 in the morning, and it's coming. I'm getting calls from California, New York, Montreal, everywhere around. Everyone's calling to find out about this porch, but also I'm getting a lot of practical jokers, kids saying, I saw your porch running up Bloor Street.
There's nothing worse than a practical joke, is there?
No, and it's a lot of, I got your porch, give me money. One guy said he burnt the porch to keep his house warm for the family. Like, there's so much joke.
People will play a hoax on just about anybody for anything these days.
Yes.
It's crazy. Hey, I got good news for you, though, John.
What?
I found your porch.
Where was it?
It's in Detroit.
You found the porch?
Yes.
Well, that's another thing. There's another post going around of a guy that has a porch missing in Detroit.
There is. Yeah, from a couple of years ago.
That is an old post.
Yeah, that post has exactly the same picture as your house.
Yeah, well, that house and my house were built around the same time.
No, exactly the same, John.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, seriously, very similar home. Detroit, Old Town Toronto, very similar. Yeah,
not only similar, it's exactly the same photo, right down to the blue jug. So, I mean, this was a hoax that a guy, Antonio Silva, got the media to cover in Detroit back in 2018 in June. And he had a lot of fun with it.
Well, hey, it happens, but I'll tell you, my porch is missing, so I don't know anything about that. But
where did you get the picture of that's on the poster, though?
I didn't have the picture. What happened was I got a picture from social media because I had to put something out there as soon as I could because I had no porch. And
how'd you put it out there?
How did I? I put it on one pole.
But how'd you get it on social media?
I just posted it once on Facebook and then Instagram and Twitter, and everybody picked it up.
Okay. So, but wouldn't it be easier to just take the picture with your phone of your house?
Well, the thing is this. It's real simple, right? When a house is missing a porch, just put up a picture saying you're missing a porch. The porch isn't in the picture. So so who cares?
Well, I think if you want to give Antonio Silva a call in Detroit, I think he's got his porch back.
Well, I don't know about him, but I can tell you that I had a construction company call me yesterday telling me that they want to build me a porch free of charge as long as they got the promotion of doing it. And I
Excellent.
haven't called them back.
Well, you have to give us your address and we can come out and cover that, because that'd be a lot of fun to see how this story wraps up.
I would love to find out. It's not going to be expensive to rebuild, but I've got the friends that can do it and all that. So it's not something that normally anyone would have to deal with, but
That's for sure.
it happened to me, and I guess I haven't seen it in my neighborhood, so somebody has the pleasure of using my porch right now.
There you go. John Tart, thanks very much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. You have a great show.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
This is an old hoax from a couple of years ago, but he managed to play along quite well. Yeah, no, I didn't have a picture. I just took a picture off the internet of another house because the porch wasn't there. That's hilarious. It's World Laughter Day, folks. We'll be back after this with Dr. Mitch. It's